Is the word progressive losing its meaning?
Senator Bernie Sanders is expressing concern about the Biden's campaign's approach, suggesting he should focus more on progressive issues. Do you agree with that?
I think that all of us are progressives. You know, my dad was a minister, and I used to tell people all the time, he taught us to be conservative. He would tell us, when you leave a room, turn out the lights. If you make $1, you ought to be able to save a nickel. But I never heard him ask his congregations to give conservatively when it was time to pick up their offering.
This video and it got a lot of traction because literally said, I think that all of us are progressives. And it's like everybody wants to claim they're progressive, that can get things done. That's what Hillary said. And you hear a lot of people using the term progressive. But when at the end of the day, when they show the policy, when it's time to see the receipts, we know they are the opposite.
Yeah, I think the word progressive has lost its meaning, and it's been about 4 years since it's really lost its meaning. When you can have somebody like Hillary Clinton say, I'm progressive, we're all progressive here, to diminish the actual meaning of the word and what it stands for, then again, somebody like Senator Sanders, then yeah, absolutely, it's lost its meaning. Kamala Harris, you know, she's a progressive prosecutor. Yeah. Like those words just don't go hand in hand. So the meaning of the word has lost its total meaning. And it's something that is just being, I think, abused by the left side just to be able to bring those votes in. But the receipts, that's something that not a lot of people are aware of. So if somebody is just tuning into politics, they're not political junkies like you and I, they don't really look at those receipts, right? They hear what this person says, they see that they are part of the Democratic Party, and they assume that those people are fighting for our best interests. But what they don't realize that under all of that rhetoric is somebody who supports Wall Street progressively. You know, they want social safety net programs for Wall Street, but when it comes to sending you a $1,200 check, that's something that can wait. Exactly. You know, those are the reasons why I think that we need to start talking about a different word that describes us. And I'm not sure what that word may be.
I was just about to jump in there and say, so we had a mini debate. I wouldn't say it was a full debate, but a mini debate on Political Junkies about the word socialism.
So we gotta not be so afraid to say what we mean, and we just gotta try to educate the voters and be more clear and forceful in what we mean, and don't allow other people to brand us.
Why would we waste the political capital on trying to rebrand, trying to brand something and trying to reframe it when it's not the right word? Socialist. Not the right word.
Bernie always says democratic socialist. That's what he is, and that's.
Forget what Bernie says, man.
Go ahead, John.
Bernie had
in the branding of socialism, and I think socialism or socialist itself can be problematic, but democratic socialism, we know that's different from straight on socialism. And one of my guys, Gabe, he was just debating or arguing that we should just not even use the word socialism, democratic socialism, social democrat. I think that was probably his middle ground was social democrat, but just to stay away from the word, where to me personally, you have more credibility if you claim DSA, which is Democratic Socialists of America, if you claim you're a democratic socialist, or if you use that term, because I know Hillary Clinton is not coming 20 feet near socialism. Biden is not coming anywhere near that word. There's, all the establishment would not come anywhere near that word. But for somebody like me, you automatically get a certain amount of progressive points because you're using that word. What do you think?
To be honest with you, so the argument goes back and forth. Should we just describe ourselves as democratic socialists? So progressive was that nice word that was used to kind of mask the democratic socialists. Yes. So they initially were the same thing, but to appease the ears of people who are so negative against the word socialist, we use the word progressive. But as we have seen that word has lost its meaning, I feel that the same thing will happen with left populism. So I'm a left populist, populist on the left. So I think that that's another word that would probably just be hijacked by the democratic establishment versus if we use something like just, I'm a democratic socialist. Because it's just something that has such a negative feeling on the Democratic side, especially when they want to pander to Republicans, that they just won't touch it.
Gotcha.
And we can use that as an opportunity to really educate people on what democratic socialists actually mean.
All right.
So that's where I'm at.
Awesome. So I think we got another one on my Gabe, we got another one on my side. In the comments below, let me know what you think. Should we use the democratic socialist term, or is there another term that you think of? I'm open to ideas, even to a brand new term. Let us know in the comments below.